Hey guys, Stephen Joy here. It's been a while since I've made a video. I thought I'd make one just to show you what I'm working on right now. This is my second filming of this thing because I went too long. I took too long on the last one. Apparently I've only got about 10 minutes and then my camera will stop recording. So anyway, I just wanted to show you I've been working on this thing. Well, I've been working on lots of games. I make a ton of different RPG games all the time. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I like doing. But anyway, this one I'm making for myself to be a solo game. Well, that's what I started working on it because I live in a small town, and unfortunately I don't have a lot of people to play with. Well, I don't have anyone actually, and so I thought, well, I'll make myself a solo game. So that's what I'm working on here. I didn't want to go with the OSR to make a solo game. I find it a little bit too cumbersome for solo. It's great for what it is, but I just thought, well, for myself to make it easier, what I'll do is I'll just list the actual essentials that I need to create a game to play, and so that's what I've done here. And I'm calling it EasyD6. I've got the EasyD6.com. Nothing's set up yet, so I wouldn't bother visiting it yet, but it's there. So this is just a simple 2 6-sided die game where the monsters are one die. The monster would be the red, the hero would be the orange here. And it's just basically die versus die. And whoever rolls highest causes a hit of damage on the other. So in this case, the monster would have hit the hero. But there are bonuses. If you roll a 6, then you can roll the die one more time. If you roll another 6, you don't keep rolling. It's not ever exploding, but it explodes once. And so we've got the statistics here, just hits, armor, combat, move, spells. And then you've got attributes, skills, spells, equipment, and money. Now the spells, this is the number of spells you get. This is the actual spells where you'd write them down. So the hits, whoever hits does 1 hit of damage, unless you do more than double the other guy's roll. So if somebody rolled a 4, and if the hero rolled, or the monster rolled a 4 and the hero rolled an 8, then they would do 2 hits of damage. Armor is just hits, but for the encounter. So once the armor goes down to 0, the armor's done for that encounter. But when you go to a new encounter, the armor's back again. That just simulates the monster or your opponent figuring out how to get around your armor. Right, but once you face a new opponent, they don't know your armor, so all of a sudden they have to learn it all over again. That's the idea there. I'll probably come up with some rules to determine whether the armor's been damaged or not, something like that. Move starts out at 4, and you can increase it to move faster if you want. And I'm going to use a grid system. I actually have some cards here that I'm planning on using. They you know, maybe. I was thinking of making up, you know, rooms and hallways and stuff so I could randomly create the dungeon that way. I do have a die system that I made up for it, but it's a little bit cumbersome, takes a little bit longer, and I like drawing maps, so this is a good excuse to draw something. Yeah, and so attributes, that's basically like your racial stuff, right? So, you know, like I've got 18 of them. You roll a 3-sided die, tells you which chart to roll on. Then you roll a 6-sided die. So like here's one: great olfactory sense, so you can smell really well. You've got luck, and then or seeing in the dark, or you're very strong, that kind of thing. Skills, same thing. 18 different skills. Roll a d3, then roll a d6, and you know, 18 different skills like survival, pickpockets, whatever. And they're random, so you generate this stuff randomly, because like I say, this was going to be a solo game, but I am going to release it for a GM too if they wanted to run it, because it will work really well for that. And the thing about it, like one of the things why I wanted a simple system is just to make the job of DMing, or GMing, I guess in this case, because it's not OSR, of GMing a lot easier. So to cut down on the work, and to cut down on the work, you know, to make the monsters a lot simpler and stuff was the idea. Yeah, so then you got your number of spells, and again, spells are per encounter, but they're random. So once you've cast all your spells for that encounter, you're done with your spells, but the next encounter you get spells back again. But once again, those are random. And I haven't made up a list of spells yet, but I'll be doing that. And equipment will be random. And there'll be a random amount of money. All random because I really like that style of play. And because with it being a solo game, I think that would be really good too. So yeah, I'm going to couple this with my GM-less system. So I want to have optional rules to allow for a GM, optional rules to allow for solo play, and optional rules to allow for group play, but without a GM. So these are all optional rules, and I've designed them. I've got them all designed. It's just basically the only question is just kind of squishing them into this. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to let you know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna try and publish this. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe on Etsy. Yeah, possibly on Etsy anyway for now. So those will be the very first editions of it will be on the Etsy, and then maybe I'll do something else to actually, polish it up and make it into I don't know. Well, who knows? I can polish it up on Etsy too, right? Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. No, I think that's it. Yeah, so, I'm running out of time here, so I better wrap this up. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to make more videos, and, so please give this a like and give it, subscribe, and oh yeah, and please, this would actually be awesome. I would really appreciate it if you have any ideas. Hey, Dum-Dum, you missed this, or you didn't do this right, or something. Let me know if there's something I'm missing in the game. That would be awesome. Or if you have any ideas about how I should publish it or whatever, if maybe Etsy's a bad idea. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Etsy. I like the idea of hand-folded zine kind of deal. I think that would be really fun, at least initially anyway. But it's starting out small, but it is going to grow as I make more stuff for it. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope I didn't run through this too quickly. I get nervous as soon as there's a camera on. I start talking too fast, so, yeah. Okay, well, again, smell you later.